Good morning. It's Monday, September 14th, 2020, and welcome to Savannah Community Headlines live right here on Facebook. And actually, it's also streaming on YouTube too. We're streaming everywhere. I'm pretty sure you guys shared this to your places too. So anyhow, we are a water cooler type of gathering where we created it at the beginning of the pandemic as a way to stay connected. You can join us here in the online studio by clicking on the link in the comments section. And or we can also pull your comments on here if you can't get onto the stage. So good morning, and let's go around the room and quickly introduce yourselves, and then we will get started. Dr. Grimm, let's start with you.
Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Deirdre Grimm. I am the Nutrition Program Manager from the REACH grant that is housed with Healthy Savannah and the YMCA of Coastal Georgia.
Welcome. Cheryl, how about you?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Cheryl Jones. I am the Executive Director for the Chatham County Family Justice Center here in Savannah, Georgia.
Awesome. Thank you. Welcome to Community Headlines. Let's grab Ella here.
Good morning. My name is Ella Williamson, and I am with St. Joseph's Taylor African American Health Center. And I will be briefly talking about our HERO database that connects our community residents to needed resources.
Thank you, Ella. All right. Let's see. We've got Ty. Hey, good morning, Ty.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Ty McClendon, Community Clinical Linkages Program Manager with the CDC-funded REACH Racial and Ethnic Approaches to Community Health Grant awarded to the YMCA of Coastal Georgia in partnership with Healthy Savannah.
Awesome. Thank you for being on. And now we have Kristen Baird. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm Kristen Baird. I'm the owner and designer of Kristen Baird Jewelry. We're a small business here in Savannah, kind of art jewelry and lots of sparkle and bling.
Well, you're not that small. Somebody really famous, like the name of Oprah, is wearing your jewelry. So we'll get back to that.
That is
true. All right. Thank you. And Donna. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Donna Williams. I'm actually the Community Development Liaison with Center Park, a credit union that is expanding here in the Chatham County area, but we're definitely rooted, in the community and have long roots. We're actually the oldest, part of the oldest credit union in Georgia, part of the Atlanta Postal Credit Union. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on, Donna. And I know this gal. Hey, Kat.
It's just me. It's Catalina Garcia Quick, and I am on the visibility team here with Marjorie at Carriage Trade PR.
And I'm Marjorie Young, and before we get started, I just want to thank this visibility team for the most incredible birthday. They totally surprised me. On September 9th, I looked out my window and I saw all these signs and balloons, and my heart was so full. I couldn't believe y'all did that. And it was all completely social distancing too. That was the coolest ever birthday I have ever had from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Well, did you want to tell them what you got? The two kind of, you got some cool stuff, but we went in together as a team and we wanted to do some things for Marjorie that were different. So one of the things that we did, because she's so important and has done such a good job to have small business owners reach for the stars, we bought her a star. So for her 60th birthday, she has a star up there somewhere. We're going to find it one day. Named after Marjorie Young. And then for 25 years in business, this was the cool thing. We actually went together and got her a grove of 25 trees to be planted in the Chattahoochee Oconee National Forest here in Georgia. So the trees can reach for the stars like you do, Marjorie.
You do. It's our power team. Are you kidding? It has been a team effort for the past 25 years. And You're gonna make me cry again, so I'm gonna take me off big here. So what a fantastic week last week. And you know, there was so much up and positiveness, and then we have something like we're here up on Isle of Hope, and right around the corner in Sandfly there was this terrible fire that everybody, all these small businesses lost their business.
Wow.
Sandy's going to try and come on next week and talk about it, but this is the devastation from that. I know she's got a GoFundMe, but she'll talk about this next week. That's right there in Sandfly. Look at that. It's horrific.
It's the old that's just part of it. That's like a small part of the building. If you're looking at the picture to the left of that, there was a 2-story building, and then it kind of went around into an L shape into the back. And it's for those of you from Savannah, it's the old J.C. Clements Furniture Building. Oh. And so my sister-in-law actually had her business in that building for a good 15 years or so. But there was a gym there. There was an antique store in there. There was a church back in the back. I believe there were 2 apartments in the back. There's just a lot of stuff there. And so a string of businesses lost everything. I know there's insurance on the building, but some of those businesses unfortunately didn't have insurance for the contents. So the community here in Isle of Hope and Sandfly has really rallied around them. And COPE is actually one of the nonprofits there, and they work with kids to combat obesity and health related things. And they actually have a GoFundMe. I think Liz is going to post that here. So if you guys can, our listeners group out there, there's several GoFundMes working for this project, but it really, that the fire was just, we live about a mile away, and my husband woke up at about 5:30 in the morning and thought he smelled smoke and thought that it was our house, and walked up and went outside, and you could smell the burning. And then driving to work, it was like a wall of fire when we drove by. It was crazy.
Oh my God.
Huge.
You know, Sandy was one of the recipients for the Encourage Health grants a few years ago. And we've got Dr. Grimm on here. She's part of the Encourage Health and trying to keep this wonderful community healthy. So Dr. Grimm, you want to jump in and talk about that for a few minutes, and then we'll go around the room and... Oh, we can't hear you.
Unmute.
Thank you. So, as everyone, well, the majority of everyone on this panel knows, the Healthy Savannah and the YMCA of Coastal Georgia were awarded a $3.4 million grant to improve health disparities within low wealth African Americans. And so a lot of the work that I do involves making sure that there's access to healthier food options, as well as ensuring that we are communicating all of our strategies with our priority population. And so specifically, we want to learn and hear more about how we can help the community become healthier, whether it be with nutrition, physical activity, and as my partner down from me, Todd McClendon, will tell you, as well as Miss Ella, about community clinical linkages. But I'm also here to talk about our partnership with the Family Justice Center in their outreach within the community, and how we love to just partner, because we know one organization, or even 2 in this situation, or 3 cannot, assess and help all of the needs within the community. So I'll leave it for Cheryl to talk about what we have going on.
Yeah, tell us more about the Family Justice Center.
Well, the Family Justice Center is a multi-agency resource center that provides safety for victims of domestic violence. And what happens is our mission is to basically have them safe, to stop violence in our community and actually hold batterers accountable. And while doing this, we can actually connect those individuals with support services and resources in our community.
Awesome. Well, is that the right Facebook page where people can connect? So
yes, that is correct.
Awesome. All right. So if somebody needs your services, do they go through you, or how do they connect?
Oftentimes they're finding out about us through other community agencies, especially the court system. So basically they can find out about us on Facebook, or individuals in the community as well. We have a contact phone number, which is 912-777-6255. Our Facebook page is chathamfjc.org. And what they can do is just contact us if they need help or if they know of someone that needs help. And one of the great things that Deidre was talking about is that it is something new for us that we're having a back to school event, a food giveaway and school supplies. It will be held on September 26th from 10 to 12 p.m. So we encourage individuals to come out and get those things that they need for their families. And also those individuals who would like to assist us. We are in need of non-perishable items. We need laptops for kids. We need the tablets, as well as other perishable items.
So they would be new tablets and new computers, or are you taking used ones?
We would take the used ones as long as they're working.
Okay, so and folks can call this number and figure out where to drop it off and how to participate.
Correct.
Okay, and what day again is the final day for that?
It is September 26th, and it will be held from 10 to 12 on Saturday.
It's so interesting. Everybody on here, we all tie in together. I mean, this is what makes Savannah such a strong, wonderful community. Excellent.
Well, I think I can go ahead and tell you, Cheryl, that I can definitely help you out with 6 Chromebooks right away.
Oh, what a blessing.
So,
wow, that is such a blessing.
I am, I work with an organization here called Communities in Schools, and we had a grant for Chromebooks where we were placing them in schools and using them as a part of our tutoring program. And now that we are out of school, the public school systems here is not in session. Those Chromebooks are just sitting because we don't have the ability to work one-on-one with students at the moment. And in the meantime, the public school system, thanks to a grant from SCAD and a couple other places, they've been able to really supply their students directly with a lot of Chromebooks. And so we've been looking for an organization to partner with, where we can say, look, here's some Chromebooks for you all to use for your community. And you just
it's just so awesome.
We just solved the multitude of problems in about 5 minutes.
I know. That is awesome.
So I will connect with you out offline and get those. We got, some stuff to fill out, but I will get those to you.
Thank you, Catalina. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Also, Marjorie, one more thing. We definitely, like I said, like to hear what the community needs. And we definitely, especially as a urban planner by trade, we want to hear their input. And so I provided a link in reference to our community survey. So if you can share. So we definitely make sure that we're working in the right direction and not assuming what the community needs, but learning and knowing what they truly need in order to be healthy.
What are some of the questions on there so we can start thinking?
So some of them are, have they heard of some of the strategies, whether it be the Truman Linear Park Trail campaign? Do you or your grandchildren, have you all experienced food insecurity, which means have you not been able to meet needs? And we know a lot of people, and Ty will probably speak to this, especially during COVID-19, have not been able to meet the needs of their food, financial, and other resources that are normally probably easier to get. And we also like to learn more about, are they walking regularly? What can we do to reduce the barriers for them being physically active in the community? It's a survey that we are intentional and thoughtful about. And what we want to do is also, excuse me. So we also are offering $25 gift certificates. We'll have a raffle, and so the person registration, they'll get a $25 gift card to whether it be Amazon or the Forsyth Farmers Market.
Awesome. That's great information, and I bet Ella and Ty could even elaborate on all that. Ella, let me pull you on here.
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay.
Good morning. My name is Ella again, and I'm with St. Joseph's Candler African American Health Information and Resource Center. And the most important thing that we've tried to do over the past 20 years as the director of the African American Center is to connect people to community resources. And as Dr. Grimm was saying, particularly now with COVID-19, it's even more difficult for people to know where to go to get needed resources. So in January of 2020, we launched the herohelpme.com database, and it has more than 1,000 agencies listed, and individuals can find out about health and social services that are available in the Chatham County area. Right now, we have about 800 visitors to the database every month, and that is just terrific. It is a needed resource in the community. People can get to the resource by going to www.herohelpme.com, and they will have access to like I said, over 1,000 agencies. So we're really excited about that. There's a COVID-19 session that is a part of the database, and that helps individuals who may be looking for testing sites, who may be looking for housing assistance. So there's a lot of different resources that are in there that people can connect to during COVID-19. So we just, really excited that we can offer this resource to the community. And also through the African American Health Center, we have free computer classes, we have free health seminars, and so individuals can also take advantage of that particular service as well with the African American Center.
So Ella, if somebody is having a hard time paying rent, or they're sick and they don't know where to go, or they're hungry, they don't have money to eat, can they go to Hero Help Me?
Yes, there are over 63 categories in the herohelpme.com database, and housing and food assistance and all those different types of services are available in the database.
That's huge. And repeat again, how many people have been accessing that?
We have, when we kicked off in January, we were rounding about 300 to 400 visitors a month. But in March, when our city went into shutdown due to COVID-19, the utilization jumped. And so now we are having 800 to 1,000 visitors to that website a month. And that is amazing.
Gosh, well, it's nice that it's all in one location, and that makes it really easy to access. So people really need to remember this, herohelpme.com.
Yes, it's kind of like a one-stop shopping kind of thing. And so they don't have to go to a lot of different locations to identify services. And we know a lot of times, as Dr. Graham was saying, when we talk about, health disparities, a lot of that is because of fragmentation of services. And so what we try to do through the herohelpme.com is to limit that fragmentation so that an individual can go to one location and find out about all the different services that are available to them so that we can get better health outcomes. And I'm really excited about the database, particularly during COVID-19, when we look at, all of the individuals who are dying from COVID-19 is because of pre-existing conditions. And particularly when you look at the minority community. And so that is something that the African American Center has been about for the past 20 years, is trying to make sure that we're educating people about different diseases that can have an impact on them. And so during this COVID-19 season, we're even more adamant about making sure that we are getting the information out to the public about what they can do to stay healthy during COVID-19. And even after COVID-19, what are some of the things that we should be doing to be healthy? I love to say that our health is our wealth. And so that's one of the things that, we want people to understand, that if you really want to be wealthy, then having a healthy lifestyle is a part of that equation. And so I'm just really excited, happy to be here today, and just want to encourage people to please go to that website if they are in need of assistance. And if they cannot find what they need in the database, they can reach out to me here at the center at 912-447-6605, and we'll be happy to help them identify services that they need.
That's wonderful, wonderful information that the community definitely needs to know about. It's very valuable. And I know, let's see, Ty, you're also on here. Thank you, Ella.
You're welcome.
So you're also involved. Hold on, let me pull you on here. Tell us about what you guys are doing.
So, I mean, first of all, Ms. Ella hit every point to a T. But really one of the main things also that we've been doing with COVID-19 and ensuring that, our community knows about the resources that are out there and that are available for them to access, is pretty much tagging on to food drives, food giveaways, and pretty much letting the community know that herohelpme.com is out there, is available, and it's pretty much a site where they can find exactly what they need. And to be honest, on the back end, a lot of it is telling with the times that we're living in right now, as far as what people are actually looking for. So Ms. Ella, she hit on it. Food assistance, housing, rent and utility assistance, which it is not really much of a surprise that is what people are looking for right now.
So if somebody does need rent assistance, I mean, what kind of programs are out there? I know we can go to Hero Help Me, but is there something off the top of your head that you can tell folks? I heard millions and millions of people that need rent assistance.
Well, in the community, there are a few organizations. The one that comes to mind right now for me is the Economic Opportunity Authority, EOA. It's one of those entities that offers rent and utility assistance. I'm pretty sure that Ms. Ella works closely with other entities that offer those same exact services.
And so
as well.
and that's why I would just encourage you people, Marjorie, to go to the herohelpme.com, because I would probably miss something if I try to give you a list of all of them. But we have probably about 60 agencies that are listed that work with the housing category. And so I would encourage people to go into that. My number again is 912 447-6605, and they can reach out to me here at the African American Center, and I will be happy to help them with any kind of resources that they may be looking for in the community. But it's tons of resources that are in there. It took us about 3 years to put this database together, and so that in itself should tell the community that we really put a lot of effort into it. And so it's an amazing resource for the community. And so I hope that they will go to it and use it. And then we're always here for them. I think one of the things for me with the database is that when people went into isolation, we wanted to, particularly here at St. Joseph's Candler, we wanted people to know that they were not alone. And so our database has been, kind of like that connection to the people, that even though you may not be able to go into a particular establishment, we are still here for you. And so I think that that's the kind of message that the database sends to the community, that, there's still people who want to help you. There's still services out here that are available for you. And even though you may not be able to physically come to a building, we can still help you. And so that's what I'm excited about with the database as well, particularly now, with COVID-19, and a lot of people are isolated and they can't get out like they normally do. This resource can really help them stay connected during COVID-19.
Wow, fabulous resource. And I'm so glad that you were able to come on and help share that website and the really positive work you're doing in the community. So
thank you so much. And it's a pleasure working with all of you. We do this in connection with everyone who's on this phone today and on this live streaming. And so it's wonderful to work with all of you, because when they say we're all in this together, we really are all in this together.
Yeah, and there is a lot of scary news out there, but there is also some really positive news out there. And I'm going to pull Kristen online to talk about her positive news, because you've got some great news.
Yeah. So what was it? Right in the middle of when everything started, Spanx, or I should say Spanx and Sarah Blakely, released a grant for female small business owners, and Sarah Blakely donated $5 million specifically to female small business owners in the form of $1,000, $5,000 grants. And I applied, and we were in the first batch of 200 to get selected, which was amazing to know that Sarah Blakely, who's huge and amazing and like a hero of mine for her small business, or for her business sense and how she's built her brand. And we got selected, which is really exciting.
Oh, what happened after that? That's so cool.
Yes, so it's called the Red Backpack Fund. So we got a red backpack that was sent to us with some different information, but also the grant. And they've done some follow-up with us we really tried to get a lot of the word out locally, but also within the jewelry industry. And I think everybody's pretty excited to have good news these days. So we got some really nice mentions, and Spanx took note of that and said, we want to feature you as one of our success stories of how you've really turned kind of these lemons into lemonade, let's say. And so we got a feature from them again, which has been great. And just having that little boost of capital to kind of put into the business to keep things moving in this kind of stressful time. So
we had a guest on a few weeks ago, and I commented about some jewelry, and she said, well, let me tell you. Tell us some of your background and how you got started, and tell us the Oprah connection. Is that cool?
Yes. So I'm from Virginia, but I came down to SCAD to be an architecture and interior design major. And that just wasn't quite what I wanted. I tried one jewelry class and fell in love. It was like at first moment, like, that's it. That's what I'm going to do. And graduated from SCAD, got some additional training in Nashville, Tennessee, under the man who formerly trained all the stone setters for Tiffany and Company. So he has his own school. It's amazing. Came back, decided I was going to be an entrepreneur, and started a business, and which is great. I've always had that kind of passion for business ownership type idea. So then, let's see, in 2018, President Wallace at SCAD had a visitor coming, and she wanted a gift. So they contacted me and said, you know, we would love a piece of jewelry. And nobody told me that it was for Oprah. So when she came and spoke at commencement in 2018, they put this cuff bracelet, which actually I have on right here, this cuff right here. Oh, they put it in her dressing room, and she came out on stage with it on, which was
goodness,
like bananas. And then I saw her a couple of days later on the CBS This Morning show, right when she was she had her Smithsonian exhibit opening, and they were interviewing her with Gayle King and everything, and she still had it on, which was amazing also. So, and that was like a week before I went to Lacoste, France as an alumni atelier ambassador for SCAD. So I spent 2.5 months talking about my craft and kind of showcasing to visitors in France. So it was quite a big summer.
Now, are you able to sell your work online? I mean, how do folks buy your jewelry?
Absolutely. So I have online at KristenBaird.com. I also partner with different retailers, mainly on the East Coast. One of my bigger partnerships is with the Kessler Collection. So that would be the Grand Bohemian Gallery at the Mansion, or their location in Charleston, Asheville, Mountain Brook, several of their locations, as well as a few other boutiques in like Charlotte and Charleston, a couple other areas. But we have a big event coming with the Mansion on Thursday from 5 to 8. This Thursday, I think it's the 17th. Okay. We're having a group show with, I think it's 6 or 7 local artists, 2D artists, jewelry, everything. And we're going to have a socially distanced, very careful, but good to see people out kind of event at the Mansion. So come see us. It should be fun.
Goodness, thank you for sharing that.
Wow.
That's a lot of sunshine.
Yeah. It's easy to focus on the stressful kind of things right now, but I'm trying to really focus on the positive things, which there are lots of positives. So,
absolutely. So you graduated 2 years ago from SCAD.
I graduated in 2012 from SCAD. So it's been a minute. Yeah.
Wow, what a incredible honor!
What a story! Good Lord. Thank you. If you wanted to like check all the boxes of like the greatest things that could happen to you once you graduate from college, I think you nailed it.
Yeah. It's been a crazy journey, but I feel like I just grab things and try to go for it, and a lot of times I'm making it up as I go, but it works.
So what after this the Kessler thing this week, I mean, what's on the horizon for you? I mean, despite COVID.
Right, I know that's thrown a little wrench in the works, but no, I'm actively as part of this grant, one of my goals was to really get more of an online presence and to really, I'm a very people person, so I'm used to being in front of people and meeting people. But now we're trying to kind of transition that and to showcase my studio digitally. So I actually just wrapped some video shooting of my studio to bring to life what happens right here in Savannah. I mean, we handcraft everything one at a time, using really amazing materials, gold and diamonds and silver and gemstones. And we wanted to bring that unique aspect straight to our customers and to our friends and to our community. So we should have some really good video content coming out in a couple of weeks. And then I know we have a couple of partnerships coming up. Well, our year-long partner for giving back is SD Gunner Fund. And they're a really great organization, Brittany Kennard, and they train service animals for veterans and specially abled children. So we have a couple of events coming up with them in the fall, winter. So we'll stay tuned for that.
So if you belong to the chamber, and I'm not sure of course, it's probably not happening during COVID, But the chamber takes a trip up to New York once a year for brands that represent Savannah.
Ooh.
It's a media thing.
Okay.
There's 100 media outlet there to include like the Oprah magazine. So I don't know if they're still doing it, but they have done that in the past.
We should figure that out.
Absolutely.
I love to talk. So I love to talk about Savannah and all the things this city has helped me and encouraged me and, kind of helped make this dream a reality. So I definitely love to talk about that.
So are your parents entrepreneurs? I mean,
my mom is, her background was in art and fashion, kind of fashion tech. And then my dad is a business logistics guy. So I feel like I got a little bit of both. Yeah. So it's a weird combination to be kind of partially entrepreneur, but also partially artist. It's a good combination. It's kind of it can be a bit tricky to manage at times, but no, it's a lot of fun, and I have a lot of people to thank for having belief in me and supporting me through all of this.
So do you have a signature look that is yours? Like, if I look at a piece by Matisse, I can always tell a Matisse, painting, but what is it? Do you have a signature look that?
I would say mine is very organic. So my work is very feminine, very pretty, but it's a little bit, I wouldn't say chunky, but it's substantial. So when you wear it, it feels it's there. But it's got like lots of organic lines, and look, I've got it all on, lots of kind of waves and colors. So lots of gemstones, but just a really elegant take on something a little different. So
I'm looking at her website right now, and I'm just going to tell you that the splash cuff is the bomb.
See, that would be this one. These combinations here. There's a couple of bigger ones and smaller ones. I like pieces that are versatile and can you can layer up or down, or wear multiples or singles depending on what you're doing, because life is crazy and you got to be able to grab it and go.
Can you take it off and put it up to the camera? We want to see it close up.
There we go.
That's really pretty.
So this one is lemon quartz, and it's a sterling silver cuff, and you can wear it reverse. So you can wear it with your color, or you can flip it around and wear it solid, just silver, so you can mix and match. I'm trying to think. This is what I'm really known for, though. Do you see all these rings?
Oh my goodness.
Gorgeous.
That's my real thing, is rings. People love the rings, and they're so much fun.
Oh my goodness. Well, how do you tell what size you are for rings? Is there a way to do it in COVID world?
Right. Well, there's a couple of ways. There's a few different ways you can do it with a string, and you can actually cut out a piece of paper, a little strip of paper or string, measure it, tape it, and then pull it off and measure. That kind of gives you a ballpark idea. Or I actually have these little flexible, they're like zip ties. And if anybody is curious, I can always mail them to people.
Yeah. That's a good, gosh, what a great story. And I appreciate you coming on and sharing.
Thank you.
All things happening in Savannah, everything. Look at this wonderful panel we have on here. We're all making this place a better place. So
I love it. Thank you for having me on. It's so great to meet everybody too. So
absolutely, don't go away. I want to switch over here to Donna Williams. She is with Center Park Credit Union. They've been super active already, even before they've opened. So Donna, let me pull you on here and tell us about
Center Park. I'll tell you about Center Park. Like you said, definitely we have been active in the community and our opening. Yep. So that picture is actually showcasing some of the sponsorship that we've already done to the community gardens. And community garden is really our signature initiative in making sure that we are supporting our communities. As Ella and so many of the others have already said, food disparities are some issues or what have you. So our commitment to the community gardens is deep, and we've already started. So we actually have a sponsorship program where we are sponsoring community gardens month after month. So they can go online, Community Park, and let me tell you, Park is PARC there. So a play on the fact that community parks, typically places where people would love to go. Yeah, there it is, centerpark.org. And then just a little history, as I shared a little earlier, Central Park Credit Union is a division of the Atlanta Postal Credit Union, which is the oldest credit union in Georgia. Typically, postal workers, state employees were our members. Now that we've changed here in this area to Central Park, anyone that lives in Effingham, Bryan County, or Chatham County can actually join our Central Park credit unions, which will open in a couple of Walmarts throughout Chatham County. On September 23rd, we're opening in the Ogeechee Road or Highway 17 Walmart on the 23rd of September. And then on September 30th, we'll be in the Pooler Walmart opening there. So many of you may have already seen the signage or what have you. It looks really nice, but definitely check us out. Love to have you guys as a member. And if you know of any community gardens, I'll go back to that. Please let them know that we're definitely here for them, trying to support. We've already supported with over $7,500 to 5 different community parks in the community. You just saw that one at Westboro YMCA, but also employability, coastal heritage, as well as Garden City Homestead there, as well as the Morning Star Creative Garden. So again, once a month, we are sponsoring gardens. They can go online to Center Park and look under the community tab, and the application is right there. The application is right there, or you can also email us at gardens@centerpark.org if you want more information on that. So definitely Center Park, excited to be here, excited to opening up in the area. In addition to that, I have to say, because we've talked about small businesses here, we actually have contracted out with a discount merchant called Bazing. So we actually are giving small businesses an opportunity to really promote their business and advertise through the Bazing network at no cost to them. So they can actually be on this huge platform in Bazing, and it's done by geofencing, so location. So anytime any of our members are near their brick and mortar business, or if it's online, they'll get a notification to say, hey, this merchant, local business merchant, is in the Bazing network and offering a discount. But again, it's no cost to the merchant. So I wanted to share that. So if anyone's interested in that information, definitely they could give me a holler, and I can share more on that Bazing network. Go ahead, Marjorie. I see your hand up.
So, the difference between a bank and a credit union, I'd love to get that clear. What is that?
Well, there's several differences, right? But I can speak definitely more to the community, our credit union. First of all, we're a nonprofit credit union. So we have that local community feel. Again, one thing I love about Center Park, even our mission lets you know that our mission is actually to help individuals be financially successful. So we're definitely involved in the community, attuned into the community. Our rates are typically lower there from a savings perspective. Our members are just that. You didn't hear me say customers or clients, right? You heard me say members. So they're members. So they receive, savings back to us. Our revenues or any profits is not going to all of these big corporations or anything. It goes right back to the membership. And even from, voting, members have an opportunity, to have input and things of that nature. So I've always loved credit unions, and I definitely am in tune and love Center Park. And you guys all know that I am a Savannian there. So I just fell in love with Center Park when I first heard the concept. They can join at $5. We have tons of youth programs that's here and available with don't have service charges and things of that nature. So definitely check us out, centerpark.org. And pretty soon we're going to be working on our advisory board as well, again, locally in the community to help support. So lots of things going on with Central Park.
Donna, that is terrific about the community gardens. There's a category that we have just added to the herohelpme.com, the community garden category. So this would be great information to also include there. So we can put that in the herohelpme.com database.
That's awesome. We'll definitely get together on that. The other thing I didn't say is that we're actually looking next year, 2021, to not only have our flagship branch built out, which means more jobs, right, in the community. That's the other thing that I'm excited about with Center Park, because we've been able to come here and get jobs, give jobs in the community. I mean, we have 2 branches that are staffed with our individuals from this community. Next year, 2021, we'll have a bigger, like I said, our flagship branch. In addition to that, Ella, when we're talking about the garden and the initiative, we're actually working to get our own Central Park garden developed. And what we're planning on doing that is building out things where the community can engage in having, physical activity, hopefully being able to collaborate with not only community agencies, but the school boards and things of that nature to give the kids opportunities to learn and do things in the garden, which actually encourages physical education as well. And then be able to make sure that the community get that produce that we're developing within there. So
that's wonderful.
Awesome opportunity, and we're excited.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Gosh, more good news. We just got to keep thinking good news and moving forward and look for the good. Look for the good.
Yes. I mean, in humanity, right? That's what it's about.
Exactly.
Don't we? We always, well, in my opinion, we always rise to the challenge. I mean, the thing is, an individual can't do it all, right? But if we all collaborate, imagine what we can do. Imagine the impact that we can have. And to me, that's just humanity.
Yeah.
I want to commend you, Donna, because you also worked in the City Garden with Leonard. And so I just thank you because they are doing some great works, and I'm quite sure that they were your seed money was very beneficial. I know that it was beneficial, especially expanding their reach within the community. So I just want to thank you.
Yeah. And they've been great to work with. And the other thing about the garden, and I get chills. And Kristen, like you, I talk, I'm a talker. So just do this, when it's time for me to stop. But the other thing I have to add about our community gardens, which I'm proud of, is the fact that they have 2 opportunities to apply for this sponsorship, for these sponsorship dollars. So twice a year that they can apply and possibly get awarded. And the awards are anywhere from $500 to $5,000 in sponsorship. So it's just great. And I visited that City Garden and actually took home a squash. I cooked that bad boy too. It was good. They gave me a squash. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I like to eat But the community, they allow the community to come out and they can pick the produce. And the great thing is they're expanding their gardens as well. And employability, they were extremely appreciative as well. As we all know, they work with those of a unique population. And the thing about them is because of COVID-19 and safety precautions, they've had to kind of cease a little bit from doing things, but that those dollars that we sponsored with is going to help them, from what Laura said, rebuild and build back up. I mean, all of them, even the Morning Star, and they're a unique garden because they help those youth and the kids actually be very creative, Kristen, with art programs and things of that nature. When I saw that, I was blown away, what have you. So to be able to impact in so many ways the community, again, that's what Center Park is about. Our mission is definitely helping individuals become financially successful, but it's beyond that. It's about community. And that's why I am definitely excited to be a part of the Center Park family and excited to even meet all of you and see most of you again, to work with you guys on a deeper level and in the future.
Well, everybody has everybody's email, so we can all. Oh, Deidre, Dr. Green.
Can I share a picture real quick? I just want to show your reach and your impact real quick. I'm sorry. Let's see. All right, so I have all these gadgets.
Very level one.
So, y'all see that picture?
I do not.
I don't see it.
You guys?
Okay. Do you see it now?
I think Margie.
No, Margie went away though.
And she got disconnected. So
She'll pop back on. Are you doing the share screen?
I am.
And then click on the screen that you're sharing.
There's Margie.
What happened, Margie?
Or Dr. Kim, is it a picture that you have on your computer, or is it a picture that may be online somewhere?
I probably can. What I'll do is it's on my computer right now.
Yeah, under the comments, it just says share screen. And while Dr. Grimm is looking for that, the other thing I wanted to share is we are having our grand opening at Center Park as well. Both of them the week of October the 13th. So again, and please, I didn't say this, but like us on social media, because you'll see a lot of different things going on, including contests. I mean, we sponsored the Ready, Set, Go back to school event, partnered with Feed the Hungry. And Miss Ella, I saw some of your team out there sharing about the Help Me program, because we actually gave out food at that event as well. But within that, Center Park had a contest for back to school, and we have 2 winners that actually won $250 gift card from Walmart or what have you. So again, on our social media pieces, we have lots of different contests that may be going on. So check us out. Definitely look out for the open house activities and events throughout that entire week. And again, I think Margie, you said that everyone will have my email address. So if you have any questions, definitely connect with me. Believe you me, I'm going to be connecting with quite a few, if not all of you. So,
This is an awesome networking session. Marjorie, do you want to, we have how many nonprofits on right now, and then we have a variety of folks with nonprofits that watch. And one of the things that Marjorie is doing coming up on September 16th that we can all really benefit from in the nonprofit sector. She's actually hosting along with the AFP Coastal Georgia chapter is actually working in partnership with Marjorie to present a workshop, Crisis Communications for Nonprofits. And so, Marjorie, why don't you tell us real quick before we go about that?
It's 1 hour. It's free. We're going to be talking about 3 things to prepare in case you have a crisis. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And there's definitely some preventative things that you can do to be ready, because when it hits the fan, nobody's thinking clearly. So that's coming up on Wednesday, and you can just go to the American Fundraising Professional. I'm sure
we have it in our we actually have it in our comments. Liz posted the link to RSVP in the comments on this feed. So,
and I want to definitely pull up this guy, Joe.
So adorable.
Oh,
He's with Postal Pet Rescue, and Joe looks like he's not very old, but he needs a forever home, as they put it. So this guy's name is Joe, and he needs to go home with somebody, and he needs lots of love.
He's cute.
He is.
If I have another animal, my husband might divorce me. So I have
But don't do it, young lady. Don't do it.
cats, dogs, chickens, birds. We have all kinds of things over here.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how to take that off of there. Anyhow,
There we
I
go.
might not be able
This
to.
has been awesome this morning. This has been really good. I love we've my favorite thing. I can't remember which one said this, but I think I think it might have been Ella that said it. I'm not entirely sure, but about the fragmented the way that Savannah has tended to work in the past. I've been in nonprofit here for about 18 years, and my biggest struggle and the largest thing that I've always thought that we need to do as a city is to bring it together. And
yes.
I would say in the last 5 or 6 years, we've done a better job of doing that. There's several organizations now that are working. Initially Step Up Savannah, they did this fantastic job of bringing together kind of all these different resources. And I work with a nonprofit where we partner with the school system. It was probably my number one go-to spot to find resources for students and families here in our community to assist in meeting them where they are and helping to remove barriers so that they could be successful. And now we have so many more, and this hero effort and all these other things. I just think it's fantastic, not only for the students and families here, but it's such a valuable avenue for the nonprofits in our community to really pull together. Everyone's taking a little piece of the pie, and the pie is spread out all over the place, and we don't always do a good job of pulling it all together. And I just applaud those efforts to be able to do that, because it shouldn't be so hard to help, and sometimes it really is. And all of these resources make it so much easier for those of us who are in this field to do our jobs and help the people that we really are wanting to help.
Yeah.
Last month we had Napuna on with I Volunteer International. So if you're a nonprofit and you have an event coming up and you need volunteers, you go to his site. You can post your event and he can recruit volunteers for you. And he has started here in the Georgia area, and he's got volunteers all over the world. His email list is unbelievable. So this young man is onto something really valuable. He's got the geo tracking on the on his app that he just revealed. Katie Nussbaum with Savannah Morning News just did a really wonderful article about his nonprofit. So if y'all need help, contact I Volunteer International. So, yeah, how did we do a whole hour already?
Marjorie, before we leave, since I got booted off just to show this picture, I really want to show this picture.
Show it. Let's see.
So are y'all able to see that picture?
No.
Hold on. It's showing it. But needless to say, I just wanted to show Donna her dollars and works Hold on. Let's see.
Email it to Marjorie real quick.
I was going to say you should email it to Marjorie and see if she can.
She probably would know how.
Ella, while she's emailing it, how could a nonprofit get their information on the Help Me?
Oh,
I
wonderful.
think I saw that question asked.
Yeah, there is a contact form that is inside the herohelpme.com database. You just fill that out, and the email will come to me, and then we can load your information into the database.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, send it to me.
I
Can
did.
you,
I sent it to the Gmail.
Marjorie at Carriage Trade PR?
No, I sent it to the Gmail, the Carriage Trade at Gmail.
Okay, I'm waiting for it. Hold on.
Thank you, Dr. Grimm, for being persistent.
I wouldn't have a PhD if I wasn't persistent. I was carrying you while defending my dissertation. So trust me.
Persistence. I love it.
Persistence and dedication. But
Right.
if it doesn't come up, I understand. But
Dr. Deirdre, we got it. The word of the day: persistent.
And dedication.
Right. That's right. But was it a picture of one of the gardens?
hold on, I found Marjorie's email. I don't know why it's okay. So it's sent without a subject, Marjorie.
No. Okay, I'm just going to say send here. All right, I just emailed you. Actually, Deidre, you can also hold up your phone with a picture on it.
It's on my computer. That's the only downside. And listen, where is my phone? I'm just everything is impromptu. This is not scripted, people. This is real life.
That's why I love it.
It happens even around the water cooler. So
listen, I'm not going to prolong the time because everybody has other things to do.
Here it is. Okay. Hold on. I got it.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
We need a drum roll. Drum roll.
Yeah, all right.
Hold on. I got to save image. All right. Now I'm going to pull it in. Hold on. Fran. I love this program. Okay. Upload. Give me a minute.
All right.
It's still difficult.
It won't know.
I feel like
waiting. Anticipation.
All right, take two.
There's a will, there's a way.
Meanwhile, I'm shopping on Kristen's website.
Oh, have you been on there too?
That sounds like fun. Let's see.
There we go.
So I just want how, like you said, physical activity every morning, every Monday. She knows. Well, it's time to go to the garden,
And that is a large garden.
That's nice.
So
Right.
she's gone out and gotten her. We found her some rain boots. We got her little Paw Patrol gloves, and she's out there weeding and working. So it's a generational effort, and so that's what I am so grateful for, because we are teaching the next generation how to take care of themselves sustainably.
Very good.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you for sharing. Definitely worth it.
Great job.
I really have enjoyed it. I'm gonna have to go, but it's been great.
I know. Thank you
Yes,
guys.
it's been wonderful. Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
Thank you, Marjorie.
All right, ladies, have a good one.
you. Thank you, Marjorie.
Bye-bye.
Yes. That's you. So.